Hi, all. Welcome to March's General Assembly. I cannot believe we are already in March, much less in spring break. So, thanks for those that are joining us right now. Outside of that, welcome to Tessa's General Assembly. Summer courses are available. I'm sure most of you already know this. Most of you already booked. If you're going to be there for a few weeks, let me know. I'll also be there. It's going to be so fun to see everyone and stressful because it's 3 weeks of intensive, but we've got this and go ahead and sign up for those summer courses. Elections is the next thing I have to talk about today. I have it right here. So, elections for HESA and I believe clubs, but not societies, are all happening starting next month. You will be getting an email next month, early in the month, just to tell you that it is coming. And then later in the month, they'll tell you like and what to prepare. And then they'll actually open it up for you to start asking questions. There will also be a Meet the Candidates event next month, which I'll talk about more in the next General Assembly. But other than that, we should be really in good shape. We're getting it done early this year, so that way people don't have to worry about prepping for finals versus elections for next year. We would love to see all of you going for different positions. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited to see who the next set of leaders are. But yeah, all right. Then next, we're going to have last month, we had Paul and actually our former director of his position, Kirsten, come out and do a volunteer night for the Harvard Square Homeless Shelter. I believe that's every Thursday. And I'm really proud of this initiative. It's something that Paul came up with, and it really makes a significant difference in the day-to-day lives of those who are near our campus. And yeah, so I'm very proud. Also, we are continuing the Harvest Square homeless shelter. They've informed us now that it's starting to warm up a little. They don't need as many hand warmers, so I've started transitioning to more spring things and things they can utilize in the summer. Paul can talk to you a little bit more about what is needed after that. Nathan, can you handle all the people that are coming in so I don't do it because it distracts me?
On it.
Thank you. We also had a mindfulness session. This is something we tried to start planning back actually in the summer. So I was really happy to see Regina get that across the line. She's so great. She like worked as soon as she found out about it. She got it done and she wanted to make sure it was a time where we could really spend time being really present. And I'm sure she can tell you about the other things that are coming up. And then we also had an incredible professor spotlight last month. So if you didn't get to see it, please go and check it out. It is so the mindfulness is actually supposed to be on the other one. Sorry, my bad. We just did two past events. Harvard also, if you're wanting to know more about positions, especially with elections coming up, reach out to whoever your person is, like that you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to go for a director role in a club or whatever, and understand what it is that it takes in order to do that. It takes a lot to run some of these different areas. Some are a little more high capacity than others. It's good to get that conversation going, and we do that during things like our office hours. So mine are skipped this week because we're on spring break and I respect you guys enough not to do that to you, but they'll resume for next month. Anyway, outside of that, there was an incredible event for the Harvard Archives that I got to go to. Hess is actually in the process of donating a lot of their previous items. So we're doing everything from items to like our meeting notes are. So that way in 100 years, we can find out what HESA was doing. Students can understand and they'll be like, what's a cell phone? That's what I'm really hoping for here. That was incredible. And that was led by Lindsay. It was a really good conversation. And then upcoming, more professor spotlights. This time I have it on my phone, an incredible person who's going to be coming in and talking with us a little more. Actually, let Ishta speak a little bit more about that. Again, HESA office hours, come talk to us if you have questions about how things are run or positions, but also if you just want to give us ideas, we always want to hear from you. So it's really great when we have that. I think I had 4 or 5 people join mine last year. So that was really nice. And then we are not doing Constitution vote. I did not update the slides to the last minute and I ran out of time. Yes, this Professor Spotlight series for upcoming. We have Catherine Jones. Again, I will let Ishta, our director of communications, talk about this, or Regina, who's our director of events. And then I'm going to get us on to coming soon. We have still more. I should have updated these. I'm sorry. Yeah, none of those are really relevant. HESA board updates. So I'm going to start with Regina. She's asked to go first. Do you want to talk about their professor spotlight or anything else that's coming down the pipeline? Regina, you may be
Hi,
on.
I thought you meant Ishta.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was confused. But yeah, I can talk about that. Let me just put my video on. Hi, everyone. It's very good to see you. So tonight we actually have today, am I saying tonight? Today we have Catherine Jones, who is the director of the Museum Studies program. She will be our professor spotlight. She's talking about her classes on the summer that delve into technology in museums, especially how museums use AI, which is going to be very fascinating, especially thinking about different technologies within the museum sector. I feel like whenever we talk about museums, we talk about kind of ancient objects or things that kind of go in the past, but Kathy Jones will actually really be able to kind of encourage us to think about how technology can serve the community and kind of fulfill that promise that museums have of being community serving organizations and how technology can make museums more accessible. So that's going on. Would you like me to continue to my updates or
Yes.
awesome? For my updates as director of events, we're really excited. I'm collaborating with Lindsay. More to come, but we are hoping to have an event where people can show their pets and do like a pet meet and greet. I am hoping I don't want to, I'm manifesting it and seeing if I say it to have Sasha, the campus community dog. I'm like hoping, okay, but I don't want to say it, but maybe she can make an appearance or we can show some pictures of her and meet people's like pets on Zoom or in real life. More to come about that. And then also collaborating with Lucy and her team and the Alumni Association about a networking event between students and alumni that will hopefully happen towards the end of the semester. So just be on the lookout for that. We're kind of hoping to kind of get started on that. But my last update is that I have office hours this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Please come. I really want to hear from you, especially about what organizations or like cultural centers you want to be connected to in the university or HES or just like hearing from you and getting to meet you. Will be posting that soon, but I will also kind of post it on my social networks and like our WhatsApp groups, just reminding people because I'm really excited to get to meet you and hear your ideas. I know Lindsay who's and Hessa just reached out and be like, oh, let's collaborate. And I would love to just get to know you and see how we can collaborate. But I'm very excited for those two events coming up soon.
Fantastic. I'll be honest, I don't get starstruck when it comes to people because, like, people are people and I don't care. But man, you put me in front of Sasha. I am fangirling. So I hope we are manifesting that collectively together that she's able to come. Ishta, I'll let you go next.
Hi, I'm the Director of Communications for HESA this year, and we have a couple of exciting events coming up. As Regina mentioned, she has her office hours coming up on Monday, and then we have several of our board members that are hosting office hours over the next 2 weeks. There are a couple of events I would like to highlight. The first is it's not on the 18th of March. It's on the 21st of March, and this is the HES local meetup in Tampa. They'll be touring a regenerative farm where you can learn about regenerative agriculture, and it's a very hands-on. They're planning on having a lot of hands-on activities. So if you are in the Tampa area, that'll be great for you to connect with also your global ambassador, James. I'll post the flyer soon. And then Leading with Community is a series of events hosted by Harvard. And they have events like salsa lessons, arts and crafts activities. And then it's a really nice way to connect with the Harvard Extension School community and as well as the Harvard University community beyond Extension School. And then we also have an HES Cambridge meetup with the HES Global Ambassador Cam. This is happening on the 4th of April and in Cambridge, and where you can tour Harvard Yard and meet local students who are studying at HES. Those are all the events I have. The next 2 weeks are quite packed on the calendar, but also keep an eye out for the newsletter. Just I need to talk to you about that. So Catch you later.
Fantastic. Yes. All right. Mel.
Okay, so I think everybody right now, everyone's been a little discombobulated with being able to like coordinate people, and everybody's just like struggling with everything. I'm a little more sheltered here in Canada, so I am actually taking this week to go back over all the applications.
You
to
say for
see.
what? So this is for society and clubs.
Sorry, I'm Mel for Society and Clubs. And so I was asked to step in like last night. I don't have any notes prepared or anything like that, but the plan this week is to go over and any current pending applications and to see if there's anything I can do to facilitate moving that forward a little quicker. I'm also working on a new club and society for Honor Society for HESA in regards to linking that to, and again, I don't have my notes right in front of me, but so that we can have the recognition of like certain things when we graduate.
For the graduate students. Currently, there is no society. However, I can give a little bit of light to this.
There's an association, yeah.
There's an association that's a professional association, but also does honors participation. We are working with admin to figure out what that current relationship is and then where it's going.
Yeah, so we are registered as being recognized. Some of the paperwork I'm just like wading through, getting some of the new stuff in there, and it's because it's been a minute since we've been connected with them. So booting that back up, that way those who have worked that hard to graduate with honors can have some recognition for the hard work that they've done. So that's on my giant list of things to do during break as well. And I know Takumbo is in Africa. There's communications a little spotty there, but I talked to her yesterday. I run the stuff by her. I'm trying to think of if there's anything I've left out. There is, in regards to the 2 AI clubs, I've come up with some ideas in regards to what to do with that. And I'll send something this week to you separately, Jess, in regards to that. And I think that's everything thus far. Yeah.
Thank you so much. All
No
right.
problem.
Paul.
Hello, everybody. My name is Paul Bosmer. I am the Director of Community and Public Service here at HESA. As far as updates go, there will be no homeless shelter volunteering this week. They are closed for spring break, so don't show up. And if you do plan on showing up and you would like to join in on these events, they're really fun. I highly suggest it if you're in the Cambridge or Boston area. We have a great time. It's a real way to build camaraderie and serve your local community outside of the Harvard gates. And shoot me an email. I'll put that in the text. We also have on April 25th, the Charles River Conservancy. We're going to go near campus and clean up the Charles River Saturday, April 25th at 10 a.m. And we will be getting a booth for the Earth Day celebration on the Harvard Quad. So that's always a good time. We did it last year. If anybody from the board wants to come out and represent, I'd love to have you. And if anybody wants to come visit, it's amazing things. There's these cool like bicycle powered light generators and bee presentations and solar incentives that they'll give you these deals if you want to throw solar on your house. Really cool stuff going on. Yep, feel free to reach out, guys. Have a good day.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm trying to go through my mental list. Who am I missing? I feel like I'm missing someone.
Me.
Did you have a question?
Yes. Paul, is Earth Day celebration on Earth Day 4/22, or is it going to be during that Charles River pickup day on the 25th?
The on-campus celebration will be on Earth Day itself, and the cleanup will be on Saturday, the 25th.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Did I forget any of my directors? I need to. Oh,
Yes.
Lindsay.
Me
Always
and Paul
Lindsay.
and Tim also didn't go
Oh,
yet.
sorry. Thank you.
So
I wasn't looking at the participant list. After a while, my brain just short
I
circuit.
rearrange the pictures every time, so I put the HESA board at the top so I can see who's here. I'm Lindsay, Director of Student Resource Connections. As Regina mentioned, we actually have a meeting in a couple hours with one of my committee members who wanted to do, she called it like network speed dating or something, where she wants to plan out this speed networking event where people can connect with each other. And so we're going to be talking about that. And then we're also going to be talking about the pets event, which I think will be closer to the end of the semester as a de-stress time. And then other events, we did the Harvard Archives event at the beginning of the month, 10 days ago. It was on March 4th. I was working on getting something set up for next month, but we're going to change plans. I hope there will still be something, but it's not going to be what I thought. I've been working with the Ombuds office, but they have a rule where they can't record anything. So we're looking at combining them with some other offices and just putting that in the welcome week for future semesters. So watch out for that at the beginning of next semester. And my office hours are next week. They are on Saturday. They're always on the third Saturday of the month, 1 hour later than what the General Assembly time is. So starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I don't think that they're canceled for spring break. Are they canceled for spring break next Saturday?
You could, I'll give you permission to do it, but we
All
are
right.
technically not supposed to be hosting any programming during spring break.
It's on a Saturday, so I wasn't sure if that's considered the end of
It's
spring
the
break
gray
or the
area
beginning
for
of the.
me, and it's on recording, so hopefully admin doesn't watch this.
All right. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys next Saturday. And I thought there was another thing. Oh, we're still working on the website update, like looking through and like reporting some bugs to Tim's team. So he'll be sharing about the website, I'm sure, during his time. And I think that's all I have.
All right, fantastic. Tim. Is Tim here?
Yeah, hi, Director of Technology here. Yeah, we were working on updates on the website, and now all updates should be included. Yeah, administration should be glad to have everything included, and you can check as well if you feel anything is missing, just let me know, and we will update it accordingly. And there you can find the link to the newsletter registration as well on the events that you need to log into my DCE to get everything.
Fantastic. All right, and we look through this list. Is there anyone else that I'm missing? Because it's always super embarrassing. Nathan, am I forgetting anything? All right. Sophia, what do you got from the Graduate Council? Sophia?
And I just added in the chat that I've missed about the resource guide. We now have some links for housing. If anyone's looking for summer housing, I can share those in the chat here too.
Okay. It looks like Sophia may have had issues with connection or something.
Yeah, she's been dropping on and off, and I don't see her on right now.
Okay.
Correct.
All right, Student Society and Club updates. Is there anyone who wants to kick us off? Normally, yep, there we go. Kylie Ray.
So I'm Kylie Ray, the current president of the Creative Writing Literature Student Club, and we just saw Beth. We just had an event with Inkspires with the Harvard professor Ian Shank, and that was really exciting. He came on and talked about his humor writing course. He's currently teaching Unreliable Narrators, so that was fun to hear from him. We also have our Book It Up book club coming up the week after spring break, that Tuesday, and it's fantasy genre month. So any fantasy book that you've been read a year ago, you can come and chat with us. We always have a lot of fun. And then we also have another Inkspires professor series with Mary Sullivan Walsh. She teaches the YA and middle grade fiction writing class, and she'll be joining us Saturday, April 11th. And then exciting news, we also have our YouTube channel up. So if you have missed any of our previous literary hours, all of the videos are on our official Creative Writing and Literature YouTube page. So you can go on there and watch that as well. And we will be announcing a new literary hour at the next General Assembly, but we're working on details. So
I'm excited. There's always so much fun stuff happening. All right, psychology.
Hi everyone, so glad to be here again. My name is Ivy Zhang. I'm the president of HES Psychology Student Club, and this semester Sakara Student Club has continuing focus on building connections, sharing the knowledge, and create meaningful opportunities for folks to connect in the Psych community. And yesterday, we just hosted our second HES Psych Connect event, which really created a space for students to connect with one another and share experiences about the studies at HES. And our monthly yoga psychology session is scheduled for March 18th in this month, where participants can explore the psychological benefits of yoga and mindfulness practices and how they can support their mental well-being. And there's another event I highly recommend folks to attend, which is going to happen next Friday at 1 p.m. So it is in recognition of the Women's History Month, and we're so honored to co-host with HESA Macon Work Fair. And the event itself features Siri Chilazzi, who is a senior researcher at Harvard Kennedy School, and she will share her insight from her research and her work with organizations on the evidence-based strategies to improve hiring, evaluation, and everyday workplace practices. I highly recommend folks attending this event. And later this month, on March 31st, we will host the Cognitive Science of Music with Samuel Mert, who will share insights from his research on music, how music shapes emotions and recognition and social connections. And looking ahead, next month, we will have another event titled Sleep, Emotion, Regulation and Psychopathology, which is scheduled on April 10th. I don't have a flyer yet, but it's featured Dr. Edward P. Scott. He will discuss how sleep influences emotional processes and mental health. Alongside those events, so we are continuing to do the monthly newsletter and podcast. So finally, if you haven't signed up for our club membership or follow us on social media, so feel free to do, and you will get connected with us with the latest information about our activities. So that's all. Thank you.
Fantastic. It looks like you have some incredible programming coming up.
Thank you.
Hold on, Lenny. All right. Bonita.
She's not able to come on, so she wanted me to do the slide, Jess.
Okay.
So we have some events. So I'm the director of events for the Veteran Student Society. And April 2nd at 4 p.m., we're going to have a virtual session with the Boston VA. And then April 11th at 9 a.m., we're doing our virtual yoga session with the Veterans Yoga Project again. So you can come on. If you want to keep your camera off, you can pull out your yoga mat and participate. We also look forward to partnering with the HVAO for the Veteran Graduation Celebration. It's tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, March 26th. And you can stay up to date on our social media and WhatsApp for more information. And if you want to be like on our newsletter or sign up for the stoles, you can drop your email in the chat or send it to Bonita and I, and we'll add you when we get all that information out.
Fantastic. And then passing it back over to Carly.
Right, so for Lifestyle Medicine Student Society, I'm also the president of, and we have two exciting events we're doing. The first is Making Sustainable Living Easy, and we're very excited to have Gabrielle join us. He's the co-founder of Lycia. It's a Harvard Innovation Labs member, and he's going to be coming on and talking about his app that he's developed. And that's going to be Tuesday, April 9th, and we're doing it at lunchtime from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern. So we hope you can come to that. And then we also have a professor spotlight with Tracy McCargo. She teaches alongside Dr. Frades, and she just started teaching her own class. It was Introduction to Lifestyle Medicine, I believe, for J-term. She's going to be joining us Friday, April 24th from 12 to 1 p.m. So that's going to be really exciting as well. So we hope you can make it.
Oh my goodness, it sounds so fun. And the Harvard Innovation Lab is excellent. So I'm really excited to see that. Next, actually, I'm going to have Sophia jump on and do the Harvard Graduate Council. Sophia.
Hi, thank you. Yes, hi everyone. This is Sophia, rep from the Harvard Graduate Council. I want to share we have some events coming up. We're going to have the Masquerade Ball for anyone being on campus. This is part of like our social series so that everyone from the different schools can join and meet each other. So if you're going to be on campus, March 20th, Masquerade Ball. It's going to be lots of fun. And we're also planning Lectures That Last, which is an event that was hosted last year as well. And this event is professors from each school give a lecture about a topic that they like and they're passionate about. It's not necessarily on their topics. So it's a good opportunity. And then that one is also going to be live streamed. It's going to be on April 16, I believe, but we'll send out the invite so you can register and watch it online. And I think that's it for now that we have planned for the Graduate Council.
Fantastic. I will say that people who were able to attend lectures that last year just said how incredible and impactful it is because we're really getting the best of Harvard. You have the best professors, and there's so many incredible ones. I'm sure you can think of at least one or two that you just adored. Well, this is like what the entire student body is saying as far as who are the best professors. So it's really a great event. All right, so I'm going to go back down, and I think we are not voting on the Constitution, but it did get ratified last time, so just so there's an update there. Was there anyone else that we're missing from clubs or societies? Cool. All right, register for all your upcoming events on MyDCE. You can still donate to the Harvard Square Homeless Shelter. Again, if you're interested in running for a position at for clubs or for HESA, let us know. We'd love to talk with you and just let you know what's going on in the organization, what each position takes, connect you with the right people. Also show up for our office hours. And then after this, at 1 o'clock, we invite you back to do a professor spotlight. Am I forgetting anything, Nathan?
You're on it.
Fantastic. Yes, Carly Ray, this is a really important part. If you're not seeing the events in MyDCE, you need to email activities@extension.harvard.edu. Basically, you're just miscoded somehow. And so they fix it and refresh it. And then you're able to see all the incredible things that we've been talking about. And you are able to go from there.
I just want to add to that. They were able to fix my issue, but somehow it happened again. So it just all of a sudden I couldn't see those events again. So it just some technical issue going on in the back end. I checked with they fixed the problem, but it just recurred again.
Oh,
that's why I couldn't get the links this morning. Thank you guys so much.
Of course, technical issues happen to all of us. So yeah, just send them an email. If you're trying to get into the WhatsApp, please email hesa@g.harvard.edu. That way, and do it from your Harvard email. That way we know you're a student. If you don't have your Harvard email yet, just let us know your HUID. And then in that email, include the phone number that you have for WhatsApp. So that way we can add you. If there's anything else, newsletters are posted monthly. We have missed the last two, so we're working on it. I will be meeting with Ishta. Yes, Gwen.
What can we expect for graduation weekend? Just in terms of events, expectations of us as students. Is there anything that you have right now?
As a graduate?
Yeah.
Okay, so as a graduate, there's a few things that happen. You get invites to that other people will not. And so I'll try to break those down on what can be invited for everyone and what is not. So everyone is invited to the HESA Awards and Student Celebration. That is happening, I believe, on the Wednesday before graduation. Graduation is on Thursday. And then I don't know the dates. Like, I can't remember the dates off the top of my head. So just know that I'm talking about that graduation week.
So 28th is Thursday. So 27th would be Wednesday.
Yep, perfect. The Sunday before, I think there tends to be a cruise that the dean goes on with students who are graduating. You can join that if you are graduating. And I think you can also join that if you're technically an alumni. I'm not certain about that last part. I'll have to check.
Yeah,
and then
alumni can join. I joined last year. Yeah.
Okay,
it's
fantastic.
It's for graduates and alumni both.
Okay. So fantastic. And then on Tuesday night, I know that there is also the alumni dinner that's in Annenberg Hall. You feel like you're in Harry Potter. Everyone's dressed to the nines. It's so fun. That is for new graduates and alumni. So for the cruise and Annenberg Hall, just know you need to know when those dates are going to drop because it will be gone within 2 to 3 hours. Every
Okay.
time there's more people that want to go than can go. So you want to get those. Typically the prices I think were around 125 last year, 110, something like that. I don't know if they're going to go up yet. And so just so you know, just so you can have just budget 150, I'm sure. I don't know what the pricing, no one runs that by me, but just so you're aware. And you are allowed to invite guests. So if you want to bring your spouse to that or your kiddo, you can. I think you're allowed 2 extra tickets that you also still pay for, but it's a nice little sit down dinner. The dean gives a speech. Oh, is it $75? Okay, maybe
That was 2 years ago. I don't know what it was last year.
I can't remember, but
Last year was $100 for a graduate and 110 for alumni.
Oh, okay, that's why I'm thinking it's higher. There is different price points, but outside of that, we have, Thursday we have the big graduation ceremony, and we moved the HESA Awards from that date specifically because we want people to be able to celebrate with their families who all came out and still honor and celebrate all the students who have other plans, honestly, after graduation. So we're doing it the day before, so that way you can still meet with all your other fellow students and celebrate this incredible achievement. I'm proud of all of you who are on this journey, and I'm even more proud of you now that you're getting to the end and you're dealing with senioritis. So anyway, I don't think that there's anything else that I can think of. There's nothing on Fridays. If you're trying to find an Airbnb, get something that's near the Red Line or take an Uber to the Red Line, which is what I did. It's really easy to get in and out on public transit. It's really difficult to get in and out driving. So make accommodations. Also, if you are graduating and you have a person who is disabled or has any like physical ailments that require them special assistance getting in, let the graduation people know. And there's a special seating section so they don't have to do stairs or anything. So it's really great. I don't remember the time of the HESA Awards. Do you, Nathan?
Sure. I want to say that they're doing like in it'll be mid-afternoon. They're not doing it in the evening. I think it was like 3 to 5 or something like that.
Something like that. We'll know more in a bit. I didn't have it written down. I should have, but I did not write that down. That said, I think that's pretty much all the things I can really.
I got one more. Class picture.
Class picture. Class picture, I believe, is on Tuesday morning.
Can't remember if it's Tuesday or Wednesday.
It must be Wednesday because I think I came in Wednesday to Friday last time. But they can move this around. You need to make sure you're checking with the schedules that are being sent out. You shouldn't be getting communications from admin about it. So please make sure you're doing that. Don't just go off of what I've seen. Yeah. My memory fails frequently, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's like really important. You'll be wearing a QR code that tells your name and everything. So like you don't have to worry about lining up in alphabetical order like you did in high school or I did in high school. So it's just wherever you're sitting is the number and order you're in. My peak tip is to ask admin when get there a little early, ask admin which way they file in so you don't have to necessarily be at the end because people do leave.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Anyone else? Any other questions? I'm going to stop share now, and then I'm going to stop the recording.